Hey guys, welcome to another video and thanks for clicking on this one. I hope that you can stay to the end of this video. Just want to go over some of the things that I did this week. This week was a wild week, as we know. The stock market tanked and we got some opportunities to get into some of our favorite stocks, and I'll be going over some of those in this video. As you can see, just today alone, this portfolio returned around 3%, so about $1,600, which in my opinion isn't bad. But for the week, we haven't really done too well, in my opinion. We're only up about $80 or 0.14%. For the month, I believe we are down about 1.19%. And that is to tell you that, this week was a very rough week, most likely. I mean, for reasons that are obvious, right? As you can see, we saw a huge dip right here, and we are yet to get back to where we were last week or the week before. So let's talk about some of the things that we were able to get into this week. Well, to start with, one of the ones that I got into for this portfolio is Bitcoin. As we know, Bitcoin dropped quite a lot, especially yesterday, and it's been dropping throughout the week, but we saw a nice bounce today, and I was able to buy a few worth of that into this portfolio. Now, not a lot, as you know, it's still a lot of, cost a lot of money. And like I always say, for this portfolio, I try not to exceed that 5% of crypto in this portfolio. So that's something that I strive to maintain. So definitely, since all the portfolio came down, it only made sense to buy more of Bitcoin as well and still not exceed that 5% of this portfolio. The next one that I bought in this portfolio is iShares. iShares is the health care sector ETF. Just not a lot of it, but it's something that I use to diversify the portfolio. Remember, one of the things I always share is proper diversification helps to manage, downturns or crashes. And having healthcare in your portfolio is always very useful. Another one that I added is AT&T. Not a lot of it as well, but the reason why it's not a lot is because AT&T, especially dividend-paying stocks in general, have done really well during this volatile period. So I just bought a little bit of that, and this is something that actually happened automatically. But again, this is helping to diversify the portfolio. Next stock that I bought this week is Microsoft. As we know, Microsoft has been beaten, even though they've made a lot of money, good returns, good earnings report. Well, their stock is still down. And I still see a bit of more buying opportunity in Microsoft, but I'm slowly working my way to buying more. This is not something I'm going aggressively at this time, but if it continues to fall, let's say come next week, I'm going to buy more. Another one that I bought a lot of after the earnings, even though they reported good earnings, however, Wall Street wasn't really happy about, is Amazon. I bought a bit more of Amazon as well. I added that. Next that I added, AMD. I added AMD to this portfolio as well. Again, price came down. I saw an opportunity. I bought it. I believe these are great companies that will do well long term. A little bit of crypto is the next one that I added. Chainlink. I like Chainlink personally. Nothing really special about it, but I just added that to the portfolio. Ethereum is another one that I added a bit of. Again, remember, Bitcoin is the main crypto that I hold. Chainlink, Ethereum, XRP, and a little bit of Bonk. Those are the options. Those are the ones that I maintain in this portfolio. Now, you have to remember, most of them tend to move in similar directions, so they are not really helping each other, and that's why I do not exceed this 5% diversity, or at least percentage of this portfolio in crypto. Next one that I added is an ETF, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. I've added some of that into this portfolio. Next one that I added is Meta. I added a bit of that. Now you will notice a little bit of, definitely you will notice a lot of the Mark 7 in this portfolio, which I think is, in my opinion, they are solid companies. They make a lot of money. Why should I change the script on that? So I'm just keeping it as simple as I need to keep it. Next one that I added is the S&P 500 dividend ETF, State Street actually. And this one is SPYD. SPYD, again, for dividends, for diversification. So I like that. Vanguard I Dividend Yield ETF is another one, again, for diversification. Helps to keep the portfolio pretty stable when we see a lot of volatility. So that's something I had it. And of course, another ETF that I have here is the, and by the way, this was on February 5th. So this was yesterday. So all of these things that I've been covering right now are the ones that I've had it in the past, I would say 24 hours, right? Right here again is the Schwab US Large Cap Growth ETF. I had a bit of that. And of course, I have XRP, I have Tesla, Palantir, a little bit of Google, Vanguard to the stock market, and then gold, SPDR Gold Trust. And that's really all I had this week. And as we sit here again, just as you can see, we have $1,600 made in just in one day. And this is the beauty of investing, where, you know, if your timing is right, if you don't panic, if you get good opportunities, you buy more, you're likely to be able to see good returns. Like I said, we haven't done well for the week, but let's see what happens next week. Are we going to continue this uptrend? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to continue to see more of this update, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Like I always say, this is not financial advice. Understand that you can always lose money in any form of investment, and you should always do your own due diligence before you invest any money. Do not invest money that you need tomorrow, so that you don't lose what is important. What is important is to build long-term wealth, and that requires patience and consistency. I hope you found value in this one. I'll see you in the future.